how to increase your confidence as a personal trainer. Honestly, I don't know how I didn't think of it. This topic was presented to me in the comments of my last video, which was on training obese clients. Thank you to Papskull Mania for the fantastic topic idea. I feel like when personal trainers are first starting out, confidence really is a huge problem. I know it was for me personally. My name is Jeff, by the way, and if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for stopping by. This channel is all about supporting personal trainers and helping them to do their jobs better than ever. So if that's something that you appreciate, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This allows me to keep making useful content for all of you, and I want to thank all of you guys for the support. It really does mean a lot. So back to the topic at hand, increasing your confidence as a personal trainer. I think it's safe to say that the vast majority of us personal trainers are all very unsure of ourselves and very nervous when we first get into the field. That's totally normal. Why wouldn't you be nervous? All of a sudden you're giving some random adult orders on how to accomplish some very private and personal goals. This is a ton of responsibility. There are, however, strategies to overcoming these nerves and appearing confident. And my first strategy in achieving this is obtaining the proper education. To a large extent, confidence is earned. If I have never played the trumpet a day in my life, but I have to play the trumpet in front of a big group of people next week, I would be an idiot to be confident in my abilities. And to be honest, the same is true with personal training. If you don't have the proper education, you have no reason to be confident. Proper education in our case would include one of the big certifications such as NASM, ACE, the NSCA, or ACSM. Now, do any of these certifications actually make you a good trainer? The answer is no. They do, however, give you the foundational knowledge that you need to take the next step. The next step is to shadow some other personal trainers who are currently working in the field. And I would highly recommend that you shadow trainers that have been in the field for at least 1 year. That way they're somewhat established. This will allow you to start to piece together how you're actually going to train clients. Look to see how these other trainers communicate with their clients. Check out the cueing that they're using for different exercises with their clients. Become a sponge. Absorb the techniques that you're seeing these other trainers utilizing. I haven't uploaded any direct videos of myself doing a personal training session onto YouTube in a little while, but I do have a few out there as well, so certainly utilize the techniques that I'm using in those videos too. And I'm sure I'm going to upload more personal training session videos at some point in the future. Don't become a carbon copy of any other trainer, but you'd be silly not to add in little things that you see other trainers doing with their clients that you like and you think would work well for you. The knowledge that you gain from shadowing some sessions, combined with the knowledge that you get from your certification course, should be enough to get you started. Let's be honest though, you're gonna do all of that and you're probably still gonna be freaking out going into your first session. And that brings me to my next point. You're going to make some mistakes early on, and it probably isn't going to matter. Let me explain what I mean by that. You now have a blueprint for how you're going to train your personal training clients. Like we said before, you have the book knowledge from your certification course, and you have that hands-on knowledge from shadowing some other trainers in the field. So you should be able to put all of that together and create the ultimate personal training experience for your client, right? No, come on, of course not. That takes a lot of practice. There are going to be little glitches that pop up in your sessions early on. Things might not flow so perfectly. Accept this, get your reps in, and by reps I mean personal training sessions, and plow forward. The thing that works to your advantage here is something that new trainers pretty much never think about. And what works to your advantage in this specific case is how much knowledge your clients lack when it comes to anything exercise. Basically, none of your clients are going to know the difference between a row, a pull down, and a reverse fly. They aren't going to know how many reps would be ideal for hypertrophy. They certainly are not going to know how to cue a deadlift. My point here is that if you make little minor mistakes throughout your personal training sessions, your clients aren't going to have any idea. Even if you do make a little mistake, maybe you messed up a little bit counting reps for somebody, they're almost certainly not going to care. So keep your clients safe, make them achieve proper form for every exercise, or get as close to that as you possibly can. And of course, communicate with them well. If you do all of that, it's not really gonna matter if things don't flow perfectly at first, and it's also not gonna matter if you make some minor mistakes. So be confident in knowing that you don't have to be perfect. My third piece of advice to boost confidence as a personal trainer is to train your friends and family members. If after shadowing some other personal trainers, you still feel like you need some more hands-on experience, before working with your actual clientele, the best thing to do is just to practice on your friends and family members. And I feel like this one's a little bit more self-explanatory than some of my other points, so I probably won't spend quite as much time talking about it. But make no mistake, training friends and family members can be really good for getting the hang of session flow. Session flow just being how your session progresses throughout the entire time span. Your friends and family members are also likely to ask a lot of the same questions that your actual clients are going to ask during personal training sessions as well. Questions like, where should I feel this exercise? Or what's the benefit to this exercise? Having good responses to questions like that can be pretty important for your actual clients, so it can kind of be a good thing for your friends and family members to ask some of those questions first. Practicing sessions with your friends and family members can also be really useful for getting timing down. And when I'm referring to timing, let me give you an example of what I do in my personal training sessions in my studio. My sessions are 45 minutes long, so typically I start a session off with about a 5-minute warm-up. Then the main portion of the workout is about 35 minutes, and then I cool down my client for about 5 minutes after that. Again, that equals 45 minutes in total. Getting the timing down on that sounds like it would be pretty easy, but in actual practice, working with actual clients, sometimes it actually can be pretty hard. So if you're early into your career and you have friends and family members who are willing to volunteer, certainly take them up on it. My next strategy for increasing your confidence as a personal trainer is something that wouldn't be so useful leading into personal training sessions, but it's a strategy that works really well within an actual personal training session working with an actual client. That strategy is to ask a lot of questions. Is there an uncomfortable silence within your session? Ask your client if they have any plans in the upcoming week or weekend. Did an exercise look a little bit too easy? Ask, how did that exercise feel? Easy, medium, or hard? I ask my clients that question a lot in my workouts. Another one that I ask a lot is, where did you feel that exercise the most? I'm also very likely to ask my clients how they're doing nutrition-wise or diet-wise within their sessions. Using these questions within your personal training sessions should make you less nervous as a trainer and more confident, because in doing this, it makes you look prepared and it makes it look like you care. And of course, it does help to prevent some awkward silences, which definitely can occur within personal training sessions. Asking these questions and ones like them will make your personal training sessions flow much better. So ask them often and be confident that you're being the expert trainer communicator that you were always born to be, damn it. Honestly, why I get fired up about trainer communication, I don't know, but I do. My last strategy to boost your confidence as a personal trainer is to fake it until you make it. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their accomplishments or talents and has a persistent, internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. It's incredibly common for new trainers. Actually, I take that back. It's incredibly common for all trainers to feel like an imposter at some point in their career. And yeah, I would definitely say a lot of us trainers, especially new trainers, do suffer from imposter syndrome. Here's the thing about that though. If you studied your course material well and passed your certification, then after that you did your due diligence and maybe you shadowed some other personal trainers. Maybe after that you practiced some of your skills on your friends and family members. And then, maybe after that you watch some Sorta Healthy videos on YouTube, because of course the trainer education information in there is far more applicable to personal training sessions than the information you get in your certifications. Just saying. If you did all of those things, you are ready and you are one of us. You're not an expert yet, maybe, but you're not an imposter. You, sir or ma'am, are a trainer. However, me telling you all of this may still not be enough. You still might feel like an imposter starting out as a trainer. What then do you do? Well, I already told you, you fake it until you make it. The confidence isn't there, but it will come with time and experience. So you put up a front and you act confident even when you're not. I absolutely had to do this when I started out, and when I started out, I already had most of a degree in exercise science and a personal training certification. So if you feel like you have to do this, there is no shame at all, and if you stick with it, you will get through it. After a few months of working directly with clients, I no longer had to fake the confidence anymore. I knew my stuff and I'd gotten the hang of the job. And the same thing will happen to you if you're willing to face that adversity and grow from it. That's all we have for today. Remember, my friends, confidence is a mindset and to some extent a choice. Like I mentioned earlier in the video though, it is easier to achieve it if you set yourself up for success from the very beginning. So do you guys have any questions or comments? Do you guys have a specific topic that you want a trainer education video on? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm always looking for new ideas. Also, if you haven't liked the video or subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, because it does very much help the channel to grow and it does allow me to keep making more videos like this one. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next video.